Hello, young students. Join us in this video as we explore the marvelous world of microorganisms. First, let's talk about bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled microorganisms with a simple structure. They belong to a group called Monera. You can find them in different shapes. Some are cocci, which are spherical, bacilli that look like rods, vibrio which are comma-shaped, and spirilla which are spiral-shaped. Bacteria can move using tiny, whip-like structures called flagella. You can find bacteria everywhere. They live in soil, water, the air, on surfaces, and even inside our bodies. Some bacteria prefer extreme environments like hot springs or ice, while others can thrive in many different conditions. Bacteria can multiply through a process called fission. In fission, a single bacterial cell divides into two identical cells. This allows bacteria to grow and form large colonies really quickly. Bacteria have various ways to get food. Some are autotrophs, which means they can make their food from sunlight or chemicals. Other bacteria, called heterotrophs, get their food by consuming other organisms. Saprophytic bacteria recycle nutrients by decomposing dead material, while parasitic bacteria get nutrients from living hosts. Some examples of bacteria include Escherichia coli, E. coli, and Streptococcus pyogenes. Next, let's explore fungi. Fungi are unique microorganisms that belong to their own kingdom called fungi. Unlike plants, they cannot produce their food through photosynthesis because they lack chlorophyll. Fungi are important decomposers in ecosystems. Fungi can be unicellular like yeast or multicellular like molds found on bread. Unicellular fungi consist of just one cell, while multicellular fungi are made of many connected cells. Fungi reproduce in different ways. Yeast reproduces by budding, where a small part grows into a new cell. Other fungi can break into fragments, each creating a new fungus or producing tiny spores that spread to start new fungi. Some fungi gain nutrients by feeding on dead material, while others absorb nutrients from living organisms. There are also parasitic fungi that feed off hosts, sometimes causing harm. Some examples of fungi include Saccharomyces cerevisiae and Penicillium notatum. Now, let's have a look at algae. Algae are microorganisms that live in water bodies. They may look like tiny plants, but they have unique features. Algae contain chlorophyll, allowing them to perform photosynthesis and prepare food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. They play an essential role in providing oxygen in aquatic ecosystems. Unlike plants, algae don't have roots, stems, or leaves. Just like fungi, algae can be unicellular, like Chlamydomonas, or multicellular, like Spirogyra. Algae can reproduce by fragmentation or fission. They can also produce spores that will grow into new algae. Let's move on to protozoa. Protozoa are fascinating single-celled organisms that live in water. Most protozoa live in freshwater, salty waters, or moist soil. They are essential players in their ecosystems. Protozoa primarily reproduce asexually through fission or budding, and some can create spores that develop into new protozoa. Protozoa obtain nutrients in different ways. Some consume tiny organisms, while others are parasites feeding on living hosts or organic matter. Some examples of protozoa include amoeba and paramecium. Finally, let's discuss viruses. Viruses are super tiny microorganisms, smaller than any known cell. They cannot function on their own, they need to invade a host cell to reproduce. Viruses can only multiply by entering and hijacking the cellular machinery of a host organism. Once inside, they replicate, often harming the host in the process. Some examples of viruses include influenza virus and human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. Now let's explore how these microorganisms impact us and our environment. Did you know that microbes can be both our friends and foes? Microbes have many positive effects on our lives. Let's discuss a few of them. Microbes, like yeast, help in fermentation to make bread, beer, and yogurt. Antibiotics, like penicillin from fungi, help treat infections. Vaccines prepare our immune system for future fights against diseases. Certain bacteria improve soil health and nitrogen availability for plants. Microbes help in bioremediation, cleaning up oil spills and decomposing organic waste. Microbes break down waste in sewage treatment plants. However, not all microbes are beneficial. Some can harm us and the environment. Microbes can contaminate water sources, leading to diseases like hepatitis A. Bacteria and molds can spoil food, causing food poisoning and diseases such as cholera. Understanding how to prevent these harmful effects is essential. Food preservation techniques, like heating, refrigeration, and drying, help control microbial growth and protect us from foodborne illnesses. Now, here's a question for you. What is the specific term used for microorganisms that cause diseases? Pathogens or parasites? Please share your answer in the comments. The complete curriculum for Class 8 is available on our channel. Check out all the links provided in the description below. Please make sure to like, share, and comment for more such videos.